Good morning all. I am Dr. M. Meenakshi from Department of Business Administration. In this video, we are going to see how to formulate a linear programming problem. A linear programming problem, in short it is called as LPP, is a mathematical programming problem which seeks to optimize, that is either maximize or minimize, an objective function subject to a given set of constraints. Given the statement of the problems, for formulating an LPP, what we have to do? The first thing is we have to prepare a data summary, then identify the decision variables, then find out the constraints. Afterwards, write the objective function and constraints as a linear equation, and also state if the variables are non-negative. Now, look at the problem. A firm is engaged in producing two products A and B. Each unit of product A requires 2 kg of raw material and 4 labor hours for processing, whereas each unit of product B requires 3 kg of raw material and 3 hours of labor. Each B, the firm has an availability of 60 kg of raw materials and 96 labor hours. 1 unit of product A sold yields rupees 40 and 1 unit of product B gives rupees 35 as profit. Formulate this as a linear programming problem. Now, first we have to identify what are the decision variables. So in this problem, the decision variables are how many units of product A and B per week we have to produce. The constraints are, there are 2 constraints. One is raw material, another one is labor hours. Every week, the firm has an availability of 60 kg and 96 labor hours. These are the 2 constraints. Then 1 unit of product A gives rupees 40 as profit and 1 unit of product B gives 35 as profit. Now, based on this problem, let us write the data summary. The data summary here, product is A and B. Raw material requirement is 2 kg for A and 3 kg for B. Labor hours 4 hours for A and 3 hours for B, and the profit per unit is for A it is 40, for B it is 35. Now the availability of raw material is 60 kg and 96 hours. So we have made a data summary. Then afterwards, based on the data summary, we have to write the objective function and constraint equations. Now, in an LPP, the objective function is denoted by Z. Now in our problem, the Z is the total profit. Now let X1 be the number of units of product A to be produced and X2 is the number of units of product B to be produced. X1 and X2 are the decision variables in this problem. Now the objective function, it is denoted by Z. The objective function is the total profit. So the total profit is, since it is a profit related problem, we want to maximize the profit. Therefore, we are writing the objective function as maximize Z. Maximize Z is equal to 40x1 plus 35x2. Afterwards, subject to constraints, there are 2 constraints. The first one is 2x1 plus 3x2. It is less than or equal to 60. That is the raw material constraint. That is the total usage of raw material. It should be either less than or equal to 60. Similarly, we can write the labor hour constraint 4x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 96. And also, finally, we have to write the non-negative constraint, that is x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. That implies that the number of units produced, it may not be in negative. This is the way we have to formulate a linear programming problem. Let me summarize it. From the statement of the problem, we have to write a data summary. After the data summary, we have to write the objective function and then what are all the constraints, and also we have to write what is the non-negative constraint. Thank you.